still on my mind. Small days is a good time. Remember some little children. I'm gonna sing it and that's really admire them. Small days is still on my mind. Small days is a good time. Remember some little children. I'm gonna sing it and that's really admire them. Yes, they're singing. Ching, ching, ching. Poverty. In a bar. Poverty. See for mama. Poverty. The 10 fat chicken. Poverty. And she one. Poverty. And she won't give me one. Poverty. You see that girl? Poverty. Named Dorothy. Poverty. She fat like a butter. Poverty. And she maggle like a chow. Poverty. Oh, small days is still on my mind. Small days is a good time. Never had so little children. I'm gonna sing it and that's really admire them.
A good evening to all of our listeners on this wonderful Wednesday night. My name is Dr. John Anderson, a committee member of the Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union. And here I have with me is Ms. Eslyn Harris, our secretary and one of our executive members. Eslyn, welcome to tonight's program.
Thank you, John. Good evening, and thank you for having me. I'm excited to talk about all things credit union.
Yes, ma'am. And so tonight we are happy to invite our members to tune in and to get information that they can rely on. And so tonight, Eslyn, there have been developments, and they are really constant and consistent developments occurring at the GPSCCU. And this really was catalyzed when we started to do our work at the credit union. You and I know that there were many complaints in the past that members would have put forward. And those complaints related to difficulties in accessing loans, difficulties of various types. But since we have taken the leadership of the credit union, we have hit the ground running, and we have done a number of things that I believe is noteworthy and worthy of public uh, display, if we can put it that way. And so, one of the things I think you would want to comment on is our additional members. When Beverly and I reported at our inaugural program 3 weeks ago, there was a certain figure that has now increased since that time. Tell us what has caused this and give us some comments in relation to that.
Oh, certainly, John. You know, people like sweet. I know you're a doctor and you would say sweet is not good. Too much sugar is not good. But people like sweet. People like to know that they can enjoy good benefits, they can get more improved products and services. And so what has been happening? Um, First of all, let me say that the Committee of Management, they continue to uphold the motto that says, people helping people by offering better services to our members. And so you have, even as I speak, we have over 300 new members within the credit union just under 2 months. And guess what? Other persons are calling, they're inquiring, even from within the private sector. They're inquiring if they can become members of the credit union. How can they become members of the credit union? But the Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union really is for traditional public servants. We have membership from the semi-autonomous agencies also. We have teachers, we have um, nurses, we have doctors, we have the common public servants, we have them all. And so you would understand why persons are running over to the new, well, I have to say it's under new management of the credit union, because the credit union was there all along. All along, the credit union was there. But I believe it's because of the new products, the interest rates, and the fact that the committee of management, every member there, easily accessible.
Certainly, this committee of management is committee of management with a difference. Our attitude to leadership is different, and I think it is evident. And we oftentimes would make mention of those attributes of this committee of management simply because of the background against which we took leadership of the credit union. We don't dwell on that, but we certainly make the point once given the opportunity that there is a new impetus, there is a new drive from members to partake. And even those, like you said, who are not public servants are interested, showing interest in joining, in coming on board, in being a part of the movement that we started amid many trials and testings, as the country knows. Um, but you know, Eslin, it is not that we don't want persons outside of the public service to join the credit union, but we are constrained by certain legal stipulations that um, specify who should be members of the credit union. So I want to be clear that it is not the committee of management of the GPSCCU that is preventing persons from being a part of the credit union, but certainly it is called the Public Service Credit Union for a reason, and those reasons are enshrined in the legalities that that bolsters what credit union is. And so once you're a public servant, nevertheless, this is your opportunity to be a part of something wonderful. You know, Eslin, we have established an early savers package and early
Yeah.
savers opportunity for those persons who are dependents of the members of the credit union who are not who are not necessarily public servants, but in a way they're public servants by proxy. Tell us about that.
Yes, John. You know, earlier today I was saying to a member, see it as an early start. Imagine, John, you opening an account at the Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union for your 2-year-old daughter. 2-year-old daughter. Imagine saving from now until she's 18 years old. A wonderful start. One, the monies can be geared for our university education. The monies can be geared to give her a good start, whether it be buying her dream home or encouraging her to save. I think it's a major investment. I think each and every member should really capitalize on it, because the fact of the matter is most of us, we would hardly, go to the bank and put something there in an account for the child. Some of us, we do have um savings and so on, but I believe what the credit union has to offer in terms of the early savers, it's on point. It is on point. And then it's a way of teaching the child to get involved in cooperative movement. It's teaching the child to get involved in thrift, to get involved in saving early, having that child understand that, look, the credit union is all about saving. This is the way you can gain, this is the way you can benefit, and this is a way you can thrive. By saving your monies there, borrowing as you get older, you can thrive, you can build on it. It's a good start.
Certainly, Eslin, it is a good start. And so um, there you have it, folks. There is an opportunity for you to enroll, if I can use that word, your early savers, your dependents in the credit union, and let them start that very important aspect of life, which is saving. And so I don't think I need to belabor that point anymore. But it's important to note as well that when we are doing this, we must educate those young ones.
Yes,
Let them
yes,
understand why you're doing this and what is the purpose of it, so that when you hand over the funds to them, or when you hand the reins of control of those funds over to them at age 18, they will understand that they shouldn't squander it, that they should invest that money, and so on. So that's excellent, Eslin. We purchased a
but
property.
John,
Go ahead.
Before you go on, let me just make the point. It really translates to generational wealth. Think about it. It really translates to generational wealth. So you start this account for your 2-year-old baby, and she understands because all along you're talking to her about cooperatives and so on. And now she's an adult. She perhaps would have used the money to further education at the university. And then she probably turned a senior public servant. And then she does the same thing for her children. And the cycle continues. And so we are really building, it's really geared to build generational wealth. And I think once we are focused in the right way, and we understand really, you know what, at $2,000 per month or $1,000 per month, it adds up. Because we might not be able to give it out in, a large percentage, but it builds up, and we would be able to empower our children, our grandchildren, um, perhaps a godson, along that line.
Definitely, and don't leave out the goddaughters, because some people
Yes.
may say, you. Definitely, Eslin. This is really exciting news. It's a good start, and it's a way to help our young people to understand. But certainly, generational wealth is what is so important and critical. Okay, could you imagine when that young person now is ready to purchase a piece of land or purchase their first car, how that money can come in useful? And so, and of course, over time, if that money is invested, then it multiplies.
Yes.
So I mean, you can't go wrong. We purchased a plot of land in Upper Hatfield Street
Wow.
in
Yes.
which to build, on which to build our new complex, multi-purpose
Hmm.
complex,
Hmm.
and we were excited about that.
Yes.
We are looking forward to initiating those processes that will allow us to utilize that property for what it was purchased for. Elaborate on this for us.
Yes, certainly. John, the vision for that property is a state of the art foundation. Look, we're thinking about having this one stop shop where a member can go there, and a member can visit the doctor, dispense the prescription. We can have fast food outlets. We can have a dentist quarters. We can have a supermarket. We can have anything that we conceive that we want to have there. The idea is to have a one-stop shop. We want our members, because we have members throughout the length and breadth of this country. And so we want, when our members come into the facility, they don't have to be in a hurry or in a haste to move. Say, look, I have to go to the supermarket. You can have it right there. You have to go, you probably want to go test your pressure, you want to dispense your prescription, you can have it right there. Our vision is to ensure that we have a building that can accommodate our membership, that can accommodate our employees, one that is conducive to the work that we do, one that is conducive to the services we provide. And so we are super, super excited. I can see, John, in the vision, this huge car park. I can see members driving in there with the cars that they took a loan from the credit union to purchase, these Mercedes Benz, and you name the rest, the SUVs. I can see it in my mind's eye, John. I can see that building lighting up Hatfield Street. And we can only achieve this, though, with prudent management under the present committee of management. This is the committee with the vision. This is the committee that has the interest of the membership at heart. I know I'm looking at the time, but I know you will delve into some other products. We had to relook at the loan policy. We've made significant amendments, not taken away from the question you asked, but we've made significant amendments to the loan policies because we want each and every member to be able to access the products that we're offering. And so, John, in my mind's eye, I am just seeing this lovely, huge, gigantic glass building that says the Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union, people helping people. I am just seeing, and I'm super excited about this.
Yes, I am trying to peek into your eye, in your mind's eye, to see what you're seeing. But certainly, we have that concept of what we want to do, and um, I know that our members will support us so that this can come to fruition.
Yeah.
You know, you mentioned um, purchasing of vehicles and people coming in and parking there. I recall when earlier how members would have gathered on the that pavement that was redone by the credit union,
Yeah.
and they sat there with pride. It was as if to say, this is our thing. And I can only imagine the jubilation when that building goes up.
Mhm.
um, it's just something that we need to continue to work at, and our members are supportive of the plan, and we are certainly ready for the work. And
Yeah.
so this committee of management is very committed to its work, and we know that it's not necessarily going to be simple, but with prudent management and listening to the guidance of our members and tapping into the right resources, I'm sure we're going to accomplish what we have set out. Um, you know, the we have started some outreaches, and we are going to the different regions and reaching out to our members. That has brought tremendous benefit to the members in those regions, because my understanding is that when the team visited those regions, and you are one of those members, Eslin,
Yeah.
persons
Yeah.
were able to get loan on the spot. We got their loans on the spot because of how far flung these regions are. It was difficult, logistically difficult, for persons to access some of the services the way that persons maybe in Georgetown or in Region 4 would. But we took those services to them, and they were able to access loans and so forth. And they were very excited.
Yeah.
Share
Yes,
your experience
John.
with us.
Oh, yes, certainly. I sat there in Region 1, and members and even prospective members, they come to you. John, we were able to get no less than 10 testimonials. We never sought after these testimonials. Persons came and they gave their testimonials. They were very happy. They were happy that we took the services to them. They were happy that they can actually be intimate with the members of the committee of management. They were happy that they could have gotten an opportunity to sit with you to discuss their situations. Because, John, one of the things that the committee of management is doing, and we will continue to do, is to engage members, or even if it's on an individual basis, because each member, they will have a unique circumstance. Yes. And so we will engage with those members. With Region 1, the outpouring of the members, um, they all left satisfied. No member was turned away without being served. And that was the major thing for me. When I look at the members, some travel from near, some travel from far. Yes, but we were there to ensure The last member was served, and the last members on all occasions expressed gratitude and gave a testimonial. The outreaches, I find them to be very beneficial. Apart from really servicing loans, it gives you an opportunity, an intimate opportunity to speak with your membership. They can put a face to your name. You can listen to them. You can understand where they're coming from. Some members, they have issues, and all they need is a direction. All they need for you is to listen, and you'll be able to lead them in a certain path, at the end of which they will be able to secure the service they're looking for. And so, John, even as we continue with the outreaches, we continue to bring in additional members. Every place we go, we've gone to region 1, we've gone to region 2, we'll be going to other regions very shortly. Members continue. As a matter of fact, we're getting calls from members as far as region 8 asking, when are we coming to region 8? When are we going to region 7? And so we are geared and ready, because we know that we are there to serve the membership, and we cannot do anything less.
Certainly, you mentioned Region 7. Well, Region 7 is my region,
Yeah,
and that's the Cayuni Mazaroni
yeah.
area where Bartica is the, I believe they call it now the capital of that area. And so we'll be coming to Bartica. We'll be coming to the other regions around Bartica. We know that that's rough terrain in terms of uh, needing to fly in some instances or boat in some instances to get to the members. But we are going to make that journey very soon. We will be announcing the date for the additional outreaches. And I just want to put the Barticians on notice that we are coming your way as well. And I'm looking forward to that.
Yes,
And
certainly.
so, yes, and so we have been giving out mortgages, vehicle loans, and we see a lot of persons be demonstrating interest in the vehicle loans. What what has been the reception from your side, Eslin? You're at the credit union office many days there, interfacing with the staff and with members. What have you seen with respect to vehicle loans?
Well, John, vehicles are no longer a luxury. It's really a convenience. And a lot of persons are applying for vehicle loans, and they're securing their vehicles. A lot of persons, I find, are going with the online kind of purchasing. Perhaps it's cheaper. But what satisfies us at that level is the fact that each and every person to date at this moment that would have applied for a vehicle loan, they were successful. The loans were approved, and they're now driving. And so what I find is that most members, they really want to up the game, we say, improve the little status, and take it another level. You might have a family, you walking down the road, you shelter with an umbrella. Come to the credit union. Once you're a member, make use of the products and services. Come and apply for a vehicle loan. It doesn't call for much. All you need is 3 most recent pay slips. You need a proof of address. Yes, one within the last 6 months. You need a form of ID, and you need a job letter for the year, this 2024, and a quotation for the vehicle. And just like that, you could be driving. You come with your stuff, we examine your stuff. If there's need for anything, if we need to speak with you to advise you, you know, with a particular choice, we will do that. But every member that would have applied to date for a vehicle, those members are driving. And they come back to say thanks. Not that you ask them to, but I find members, they come back. They call you, they text you, and they stop by the union to say, I just called to say thanks. Look, I got the vehicle out there. Come see the vehicle now. And we are satisfied and happy and excited about that.
Definitely, Eslin. So, this is exciting, but I want to add something there. There are some people also who have been given guidance from the union as it relates to their eligibility for said vehicle loan. Some people are not at this point in time ready when they come to access this type of loan because sometimes they want a vehicle that is beyond the scope or the ceiling of that particular loan product. And I have met people who are disappointed, but the hallmark of our practice as a committee of management is that we work with you. And so I would say to members, do not go away with your disappointment or do not walk away thinking that there is nothing we can do. Let's have a conversation so that we can establish how you can be served. So I know persons may say, oh, well, I can probably go and get a loan. I'm working for $60,000 a month or $40,000 a month because there are some people who are part time workers. So we still have to look at the feasibility as the case might be. And also, um, what I think is important for persons to understand is that we have been, as the credit union, taking on the risk. We have been taking on the risk when we give out some of these products because you can. I could hear other persons in the finance industry saying, "Well, the credit union is operating as if it has this boatload of money and they're just giving away money." We have decidedly taken these loan products into consideration, have taken the risk onto ourselves. And why have we done that? Because we have a very good payback profile, a very good payback profile for the majority of our members, so that we are depending on our members to keep this thing alive and keep it going. And we know we can trust our members to do that. And so we have taken a lot of the risk, but of course there are safeguards in place as well, insurance, etc., etc. But I thought it was important to mention that as well, that
Yes,
we have
John. Yeah.
gone that far to ensure that our members receive those benefits. Any words on that, Leslie?
Yes, John, certainly. But that leads me now into the low cost vehicle loans, secure loans that we will be rolling out next month. And so again, I want to make the point: the vehicles are no longer a luxury. And so, John, if a member is earning $130,000 gross, the person can apply for a loan, a vehicle loan to a maximum of 1.5 million for a second-hand vehicle and 2.5 million for foreign use vehicle. And so irrespective of your salary, don't feel daunted. Approach us. As you rightly said, John, they can approach us and we speak with members one-on-one and we show them how they can make it possible. We show them how we can make it possible. So persons should not be daunted. Members should not be daunted by their salary level. There's a package there for you. There's a package there for everyone. Whether you're a low income earner, you're a middle income earner, you're a high income earner, there's a package there for you.
Certainly. And so this is really us reaching out to the membership and causing them to understand that there are opportunities available. And these opportunities are not created by the committee of management per se, but these opportunities are created because you decided to save with the GPSCCU. And as a result of those savings, we can now give back to those members so that they can benefit as well. With our last minute left, Eslin, we have approved mortgages this month, and I think there is something to be said about that.
Yes, John. The last time yourself and Beverly were on the program, then we had 15 mortgages. That figure since grown. We've gone past 14 mortgages, and we continue to approve mortgages every week. Every week, persons are really now working towards securing their own homes. Persons with house lots, they're now into building their dream houses and so on. And so even as we continue to approve mortgages, members continue to apply. And we're saying, come on, you got your land, you probably had your land for a little while, didn't have any idea where you could have gotten the money from. Come to the Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union. We are waiting you, we are waiting to serve you, because we want to ensure each and every member of the credit union can benefit from the products and services that we have to offer.
Thank you so much, Eslin. I want to ensure that I um, highlight the fact that our staff are the the people that keep the wheels turning. And so I want to say a good night to all the staff of the GPSCCU for the great work you've been doing. We want to congratulate you publicly, and we want to say keep the good work up. Uh, Without you, there is no GPSCCU office where we can come and receive services. And so we're happy that you are part of this wonderful movement. And we want to, again, say thank you to our staff for the work you're doing, and to acknowledge that, and to say we can't do it without you. And so, Aslin, it was a pleasure having you here tonight. It was a pleasure being here tonight to talk to our members. And so, as we bring the program to a close, I want to say to every public servant, come on board, join the GPSCCU, get your young people on board, and we're waiting to see you. Have a
Yes,
good night.
yes.
Good night,
Yeah,
Aslin.
good night, good night. Thank you for having me.
All right. Bye bye.
All you need, bright and shining, you must be, and show me the one. Love the best. When I marry, I give you the ring. First the girls, second the boys. Sunday, Monday, afternoon, we will spend our honeymoon. Oh, smallness is still on my mind. Smallness is a good, good time. Hey, boy, some little children. I'm gonna sing another dance, cause really admire them. Join the singing. Hold my house on fire. You my runaway. He run for the police to get the water, the